Hi, I'm Bob from Plastic Pipe Shop, and in this video we're going to have a look at how quickly you can get your system back going again if you've got a situation like a broken pipe that needs immediate repair. Firstly, if we look at the cement manufacturer's guidelines, you can see that even for small pipe sizes at above 10 degrees centigrade, we're looking at 2 hours before we're going to be able to get a full pressure of 10 bar back onto the system. And it's a much longer period for larger fittings or for colder temperatures. Now, ideally, that should be the time we allow for full curing. But in the past, when working as a pipe fitter, I've been in lots of situations, such as in fish hatcheries where livestock is at risk, or process lines in huge factories where a 2-hour or more downtime just isn't feasible and the pressure is on to get the repair completed as quickly as possible. So what can we do in these situations? Well, first thing we need to think about is, are we able to do the work without having to use solvent cement fittings? Sometimes we can by using compression repair fittings like this one, for example, which is a PVC repair coupling. This particular one is for 2-inch pipe, and if we look inside, we can see that the landings that are usually moulded in to stop a pipe at the halfway point have been taken out. This allows us to slide it right up the pipe and back over our new replacement pipe. If your pipes are metric size rather than inch, you can use compression fittings like these, which are primarily designed for MDPE pipe. Though make sure you get one which is a slip or repair coupling and doesn't have those stops in the middle, so you can slide it up and down the pipe. If your system's running at a pressure of half a bar or so, which is 5 meters head, another option is to use rubber couplings like these for a real quick and dirty fix. If you're using any compression and repair fittings like these on your system, make sure you fit additional pipe clamps to clamp your pipe down quite hard either side so there can be no physical movement in the pipe. Otherwise, what can happen is your pipe might try to kink like this. Where you've got bends or elbows in the system, think about putting a concrete block up against them so there's no way for the new fittings will be able to blow off or move. If you decide that compression type fittings just aren't going to do the job and you need to use solvent cement fittings, then there's a few key points which, if you follow them, you should be able to get your pipe system up and running much faster. The key point, just like with the compression fittings, is to make sure that once your pipe has all been glued together and you turn the pressure back on, that there can be no movement in the pipe whatsoever. The main risk of putting your pressure back on early is that the fittings are going to blow off the pipe. So if you've got it fixed down hard so that can't happen, you're far more likely to get a successful outcome. In addition to clamping your pipe down hard, make sure you don't use too much cement on the pipe and socket. And before you even apply any cement, use all the tools in your arsenal to make the best possible connection. That means making sure you've got a good square cut to your pipe, keying both the socket and the pipe with emery cloth, chamfering the pipe ends to about 30 degrees or so, and then finally giving them both a good wipe with solvent cleaner and allowing it all to evaporate before you apply your cement. Now, although I can't particularly recommend it, I have in the past carried out successful emergency cemented repairs to critical pipe systems and had the water back on at over 2 bar within 10 minutes or so. But that's only by following all of those points, and in particular making sure that pipe isn't going to move anywhere once the repair is done and the pressure's back on. In extreme circumstances, perhaps where the pressure in the system is quite high, I've gone the extra mile and drilled a small hole through the fitting and pipe and put a short stainless steel self-tapping screw in to make 100% sure that the socket isn't going to blow off or move. The screw doesn't necessarily have to go all the way into the pipe, it just needs to hold it enough so it's not going to move. Now, obviously that's not the ideal solution, but it'll get you by in an emergency where your time is really limited. You could then come back at a later date, perhaps during a system shutdown period, cut that emergency repair out and make a permanent repair. It's worth mentioning here that a lot of repairs and emergencies can be avoided if systems are designed properly with lots of natural breakpoints using unions. If you need to make a change between two unions, you can pre-assemble a spool and then just drop it into the system. I'll put a link on the video here to another video we have which explains unions if you're not familiar with them. I hope that's been some help, and as ever, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call and we'll do what we can to help. Thanks for watching. Bye.